My rant today is about a TV show on National Geographic called The Legend of Mick Dodge. So you've probably heard about this, you probably haven't, who knows. Now, I don't have a problem per se with what Mick Dodge is trying to do to educate people. I just want it to be done 100% honest. And I know how the industry works. I've worked in the industry in Utah here and heard a lot about it from people who have worked in Hollywood. Hollywood people have come here to Utah to film. So I'm not naive. This is for the people that are naive, that don't know how the world really works. Everything you see is an advertisement, whether it's a news story on TV or in print or on a TV talk show. People don't go on there just to promote stuff because the show says, oh, come on here, we want you. Maybe in very few rare cases. But everything you see, people pay to do it. Like on the Good Morning shows throughout the country, you want to be on that show? You have to pay to be on it. I know people that have paid to be on it to promote their product, promote their store, promote whatever. And the studios do the same thing. Everyone, either promoting movies, whatever, they pay. You can be on TV and any of those shows if you pay enough money. They're all paid advertisings. So now the reality shows, you know, that have infiltrated all these really cool channels that used to be cool, like National Geographic, History, Discovery, they're all doing these paid advertising. They're basically info commercials. And I'll talk about some of the other ones later. This is about Mick Dodge and what I have a problem with this show. Present it as it really is, and I don't have a problem. But because they're trying to fake it, to trick people, the naive people, to say, oh, this is the way it really is. And they're like, oh, he's so cool, wow, he lives off the land year-round. It's a lie. All right, let me show you a few things I've discovered, which I already knew. I just had to look this up to confirm my suspicions. So here's what I found. Okay, so actually, I need to get over to this one page here, and it says, okay, so this is what really got me going. And I'm wearing my hair like this in honor of Mick Dodge today. So, I watched this show the other night and they're talking about how he's collecting food for winter because the mushrooms. He has to survive the mushroom, you know, this is his nutrition for winter or he's going to die in this rainforest. Okay, so here's what it says. National Geographic says 25 years ago, Mick Dodge walked away from civilization, from the modern world, leaving civilization behind to live alongside nature's wonders in the Olympic Peninsula. So following a primal instinct presented throughout generations of his family, he was in the military, by the way, and so was his dad. I don't know if his grandfather did the land, his dad was in the military, Mick was in the military. So following the primal instinct, he ventured deep into the rainforest, making his home in trees and hidden in the moss. Experiences life, blah, 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 living off the land, living off the grid. So that's fascinating. That's what they're doing to pitch it. Okay, but the problem is, if you dig deeper, this is a business venture. Exactly what it comes down to. So it says, here's some of the records that straighten it out. Mick Dodge lives in a house. He said this himself. I've seen it on other websites, but this website I grabbed has it all condensed together. But I've done a lot of research before I started complaining about this to you right now. He winters with his girlfriend and spends most nights at a cabin he has free use of. His driver's license says he lives at this address, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say it, you can look it up. That address has a fireplace, an attached garage, and basement heat. This next one is where I really have a bone to pick. Mick Dodge is part of a business called Olympic Mountain Earth Wisdom Circle, which runs retreats and teaches courses in the U.S., Russia, China, and Guatemala. That's how National Geographic found him. You are not off the grid if you have a website and baseboard heat. Did you hear that? You're not living off the grid if you have a website and baseboard heat. Or basement heat. No, it says baseboard. Baseboard, you know, it's the old style that runs along the ground. You know, along the floor. That's in older homes. So anyways, this is my main contention. All these reality shows, the people that are on it are all about making money, which I have no problem with. But they're presenting as if they're just everyday folks that just the filming crew stumbled upon. This is a business arrangement for all of these. And like Doomsday Preppers is a huge one. That's another video, not for today. Today I'm ranting about National Geographic, The Legend of Mick Dodge. So it says, Mick Dodge mostly wears shoes. In fact, in an interview he gave with the Valencia Daily News, Mick Dodge notes, out there you really learn the value of rubber boots. Mick Dodge says he wears rubber boots. He says, I almost lost my blank toes in the mountains one time when I got too cocky about it. Never make that mistake again. And then, of course, as we all know, except for the naive people, the people that are very naive, I can't say the word now, the people that are very naive, they're the ones that won't realize this point. It says the entire show is scripted. We all know that. I mean, there was that magic guy, I don't know, the crow dude that was doing a show out of Vegas when I was doing acting. My agency said, hey, we want people to go down there, because they had a Vegas agency as well. And they said, we want people to be on the show, just pretend like you're someone on the street just walking by. You know, it's all a fix, it's all scripted, I knew that. But people don't know that. So it says, Mick was shown covering from hunters, only vaguely seen in orange, who appeared to be aimlessly blasting away in the middle of summer. Middle of summer is not hunting season. In what is supposed to be a national park where hunting is not allowed. Yeah, I'll give it to you, there's some poaching done. But yeah, this is just too scripted. And another one pointed out about that another website said, it's the rainforest. This guy says, I live there. I live in that area. It's raining all the time. You're always wet. Most of what Nick films is dry. Like one episode they had some rain. And someone else made a note. The link was taken down, but it said, you know, this is what he's saying he lives in. Click on these pictures to see what the rainforest really looks like. The link was gone, so I couldn't do that. And so here's one that I remember. This other article here, or this other point this person makes. They say, am I the only one who remembers when the Learning Channel was about learning, not about Honey Boo Boo, and the History Channel was about history, and not space aliens and pawn shops. And now even National Geographic has joined the slalom run that is Race to the Basement Reality TV. So I remember when all those channels first came out, and they didn't have all this crap on them. They were about what their title was. I remember when cable was free. Yes, cable. No. Let me back up. Cable wasn't free monetarily wise. You paid for it. It was free of advertising. That's how they pitched it. I remember when they first started installing the cables. This brand new technology way back in the day when I lived in California, and it was like, oh, get cable. There's no ads. Commercial television has ads. Pay for cable, no ads. It was like that for a short time. I remember when MTV came out and it was about music. It didn't have all that crap. So this is my contention with National G. So National G is going downhill really fast along with the other ones. They're lying to the people. And they're all laughing, saying, oh yeah, you know. Yeah, well, there's a growing generation of suckers that grew up with it that don't know. That's my problem. Be honest. Say you're there to sell a product. You know, but no, they got to make it this entertaining, bumbling thing, blah, 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 so people will like it. Whatever. I'm not watching it. So here's my other, let me see this other thing I got here. Oh, this is about the survivalist part. I missed these episodes, and I'm not going to watch it to see them. But someone says, let's see, pine cone. Apparently he did one on a pine cone toothbrush. This person says, no, too hard, too big, that would cause so much damage in the mouth. I can understand that without even doing it. I got pine cones outside. I'm not going to stick them in my mouth. And you probably die from infections from all the wounds in your mouth. Ear cleaner, this person writes, are you effing insane? Cuts in and on your ears, yeah, that'd be fun. Too big to clean deep. Enough parts of your wood that would need cleaning. It would tend to be more debris in the ear, duh. And sap as toilet paper, really? There's probably a million other things that are better, they're saying. So anyways, sorry, I gotta remove someone that's gonna mess with the tripod. Then he says catching crabs, and this person was laughing so hard they thought they were gonna have an aneurysm. And it says Dungeness crabs in a shallow, fast-moving river, standing in the same spot, ankle deep. Well, he says it's a good thing they were already dead, because no matter how much you pretend shaking and they were alive, they were dead. Other people have said, yeah, you don't find those in that situation. So that's a setup. And they'll have the little fine print at the end or the beginning saying, we put these people in this situation, they're reenacting stuff. You know, but who's reading that? So if you came out and said, this is a fake, it's It's a sitcom, it's entertainment, it's drama like regular television. Don't call it reality TV. Call it a low-budget production. Basically, you want to avoid the high cost of Hollywood unions. So you leave, you go to Utah, you go to Canada, you film wherever so you can avoid the unions. You don't have to pay a famous actor millions of dollars. You're finding someone willing to work for very little money. And that's on, then he says buckskins. Oh, no, berry picking and jam juice. And they're talking about how they were all perfectly, like they were bought at the store. They were too consistent for being wild. No blemishes, no oddballs. In the woods, not on a filled edge or a forest, but pine forest. This person's calling it BS. I have to agree with them if they know. I grow my own berries here, and they're small, they're odd, they're different. They're not, the ones at the store are huge and giant, and they're fed with all these chemicals. That's why I do my own. And then it says that they were stomping them and mushing them and gave them to a friend. Didn't can them. Ever notice when there's raw berry juice, it's kind of cloudy or dull, but when you add sugar, it gets nice, shiny, clear. So he's calling it BS on the jam because sugar's been added to it. It's nice and clear. This is what this person say. I'm not that familiar with it. They're saying the buckskins that he wore. Funny how they just happen to be on hand in the exact size for the guy who makes bows, for his friend. And that could have been prearranged, in real life. Who knows? And the bow, they said green maple into finished bow in an afternoon. Don't think so. With no laminations, no wood curing time. Well, good thing he has carbon arrows. I agree on that. And of course, they're going to say, oh, we cut it down. We're just going to show you the finished product. But people believe. People believe they can go out and just grab this. Look, I'm hunting. They don't understand that it takes a long time to make the stuff for it to cure and set up. And caches. Nice dry bags of the caches, all the stashes of stuff he had. Bet they weren't cheap, those bags. Good thing he finds all those carabiners and climbing Kermental ropes. Yeah, that's awesome that he just finds that to live off the land. And, there's more crap. There's more I could rant about. How they were saying, that Geo gives him, he admits National Geographic's paying him and he gives the money to these earth climbing people. But it's a business. It's the business. Like they said, they sent the videos of him to Geo and said, look, we have a brand new idea for a show. Let's do it. And they're all in cahoots to make money. So fine, you want to make money? Great. Just be upfront about it. Be an info commercial. You got to hide behind this crap and then say, we're doing the honor roll thing for society. Whatever. I don't care. That's my rant. I'm tired of it. I'm not watching the show. Thanks for tuning in. Give me thumbs up. You want to hear more rants? Subscribe. Tell all your friends. Going to be doing more rants. Going to be doing more things on food, on herbs. I got my energy back from, if you watch my previous episodes, I had heart surgery from a birth defect. Nothing I can, if the tripod camera's shaking, they're down there knocking it around. So anyways, stay tuned for more. See you later.